Did you think so? Yeah. Oh,
All right,
who to fix it?
let's open the meeting for the Medic District at 6:35. And meeting coming to order and roll call. Chris Worland.
Christine Erb.
Ray Diddy.
Mark Albert.
Chris Williams.
Dave Beatty.
You passed.
All present.
Here. Everybody's looking at me, people be nervous.
And meetings from last month.
I guess we have 2 months to do, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So we're starting with August?
Let's start with August.
Okay. And the correction on that one was the seconds, is that?
Correct.
Correct.
I move that we approve the August minutes with the correction of our seconds.
Well, it's, at least the one I have, it's not on the approving the agenda. That might be the only one.
Oh, on our current agenda is what you're saying, Chris, that we,
No, on the
August
minute from
21st.
August 21st. When I moved to approve the updated agenda, we still don't have a second there. It's still.
oh, I thought
You provided some answers, right?
yep.
So can we just write it in and,
Christine Erm seconded it.
okay?
That was the approve the agenda.
And then there was one more.
Yeah, there were two.
There were two.
But the other one must have been fixed because I don't see a.
Well, I remember that you guys had said something about the elections were not in there, but I'm not showing you. The other one must have gotten fixed because I even have two here.
So I think with that write-in of Christine, I think we're okay, right?
Okay. So I have a motion to approve the August meeting minutes with Christine Erm under the approved edits and add to the agenda as a second. Do I have a second for the motion for August meeting notes?
You got it all out. I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Five and oh. Down mark. I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the meetings from September. Did we have any corrections on that one? I was not there, so I will not vote on this one.
I didn't have any corrections on that one.
Okay. Okay,
I move we approve the September meeting minutes.
Chris Williams has moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ray has seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
4 and 0. Okay. Approve and edit today's agenda. There is a discussion on which agenda we have. Okay. On the new business, I want to just kind of put a blurb in there about RBH Group.
So the audit.
The audit.
We need to discuss it and approve the IGA between the fire board and the medic board. That's
Okay.
been on the table for a long time.
Okay,
And your notes, does that pertain all to that, or were
I
there
don't-
some additional?
I think my notes, we don't need to get into all of those tonight.
Okay. Any of it that you wanted?
Some of it, I think the other one is just the request that the administrative support that's been discussed with City of Pendleton, that should be, the fire board should draft a request for proposals and then be sent out to all private and public entities in the area to bid on it. That's a high enough dollar value. We can't just pick someone.
okay,
But since all we can do under the IGA is just request that they do that.
okay. Okay, any other amendments to the agenda? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
I move that we approve the agenda with the additions.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, 5-0. Okay. Treasurer's report.
Looks good to me.
Okay,
I move we approve the treasurer's report.
okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. It's been moved by Chris Williams and seconded by Ray. Do I have all in favor?
I,
Aye.
Okay, 5-0. And payment of the bills.
we have more than the IGA check this month.
I don't think,
That's all you signed.
That's all I saw.
that's all I saw.
That was just, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Every blue moon, we have a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
Well, I would move we pay the bills then.
all right.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 5-0. And public comment. You're the public. Okay. Anything? All right, repayment of the scholarships.
So we did reach out to the attorney. He did say that we could do now I'm not probably gonna work 1 day of payroll deduction, is that right?
For the
For
employees,
the current employees.
yes, that's one way that he suggested. If they want to not do the lump sum thing, they can do a payroll deduction. They can opt for that, and then it just as a courtesy, just as an easier thing.
Yeah, I know there's some verbiage in there that was initially, he suggested another word, so, and then, we could go and, after the employee that's no longer here, if we so desire to, we could take legal action, or we could write a letter stating, hey, we realize you signed a contract, you owe us this amount, we could set up a payment plan with them, or we could take legal action.
would suggest starting with a letter. That seems like the courteous thing to do.
Correct.
Before you go the nasty route,
Right,
right?
Give them an
Start
opportunity,
to-
we give them like 30 or 60 days to respond back to us.
You're right.
Occur cost for an attorney too. I mean,
Because that was part of the discussion that we had with the attorneys or the email thread was that we would spend a lot of money getting that money back, and we would mainly get half of our money back. Where if we approach him and say, hey, this is a letter, this is a letter stating that this is a contract you signed, you agreed to it, you signed it. We'll see how it goes from there.
The ones that are employed by us, is there a contract that we have, or can we draft one that says we're willing to take X amount out per month for up to 12 months or whatever, and have them sign that? Does that make sense?
We're gonna need something because you can't
Yeah.
just start deducting with a verbal.
I think we'd have to.
So do we have that in place?
We don't, because we don't know that that's the
Never done
direction
it.
to go, and if we do, then we'll write something up and we'll have it vetted by the attorney and make sure it's right.
So now I know that this has probably been discussed, but this has been going on, this discussion about the repayment of scholarships since before I came on board.
Correct.
And so what exactly are we looking at? Is this something for training, on the job training that people got?
For advancing their certification, like moving up to the next level.
Okay,
So we have one person, individual that was we paid for paramedic
right.
classes, and then the other ones were advanced. Am I correct?
Correct.
And they signed something saying that if they didn't complete it, they would have to pay back.
Correct.
They had like
Is
3
that training
chances
that they've
to.
gotten something that they're not going to use in their job that they're doing.
No, they never completed it.
They didn't advance to the next
Right,
certification.
but they have knowledge and training that they went through.
But they cannot practice with those skills that they learned. They can use
Okay.
some of the knowledge that they have, but the skills that they gain they're not able to use those skills.
I would say that if we're asking them to pay it back, then honestly, if my employer asked me to pay something back, I'd be like, okay, I won't use any of it. I mean, we're kind of forcing people to stop doing part of their job by requesting this. I realize that they signed it.
They were an EMT
Mhm.
and they wanted to go,
Right.
but they've had 3 chances to take the test and they
Right.
failed or whatever, and they've not figured out a way to get that license. In what? How many?
I think initial contract signed was like in 23. So
Yeah, so they've had like
that's
2
plenty of time.
years.
And that's a 2-year cycle from when they start or when they finish. They have 2 years to obtain that certification. If they don't obtain that certification, I believe that's the way it was worded, that if they did not obtain it,
Mhm.
they agreed to pay it back.
Okay.
Because
Sorry,
technically,
this is
everybody has
a
to
new
start
thing
all
for
over.
me. Never heard of an agency doing that. I know every agency that I work for, if you want to advance, it's paid for. With no expectation, really.
Well, that's not exactly true, because let's say I work for X business and I have to have this degree to move up to the next
Well,
position.
yeah.
That's on me to go get that degree to move up to the next position.
Right.
Here, we've paid for that training for them, but they didn't hold up their end of the deal.
They agreed to get the certification. Yeah.
Have they been sent notifications already?
That's what I'm on. We've been doing other things and this has kind of been back burner. Now we're getting to this where we want to recoup the money that we have put out.
Do they have have they used up all their opportunities to test again?
I think the 2 have 3 more chances that they would have to take a remedial class, which is on them, which is in the contract. Whether they're doing that or not, I don't know.
Well, I think given that we have not provided any communication to them, that's kind of on us. So I feel like in this case, we have to provide a pathway for them to, for us to officially notify them and give them
90 days or whatever.
whatever a reasonable time is to have access to the remedial training and take the test again.
Because they have 3 more chances after that remedial training. So it could take them another year.
I wouldn't give them a year. I mean,
Right,
but yeah,
right.
maybe 6 months. I don't know. Whatever we agree upon would be a reasonable timeline, but yeah, a little bit of incentive to get after it, But I think since we have not provided anything in writing to them to say, okay, time to pay it back, I don't feel like we've held up our end at that point. So
What does the contract say?
required upon completion of the course. Let's see. We will provide funds to be used for the sole purpose of furthering their EMT education. These funds are being offered under the following conditions. Required upon completion of course and licensure. The recipient will remain an active employee for the duration of 2 years. And upon completion of the course and certification at the state level, the recipient shall be asked to complete 2 online courses monthly via Target Solutions and attend a minimum of 2 in-person training events monthly to maintain proficiency in the acquired skills. Failure to meet the post-educational requirements stated above means the recipient will be required to repay the district all awarded funds within a year. If a student drops out, fails, or does not obtain NREMT and state licensing, all awarded funds will be repaid to the district in full or have repayment plan agreed upon within 30 days of notification of any of the above instances. Technically, we give them 30 days according to this.
So I would say write a letter with a 30-day notice and
Attach that contract that they also signed with it.
then I go to 2 weeks and then do your last notice. Just basically tell them that you're going to use legal. 3 notices should be sufficient.
And do they need to sign that letter as he's given it to him?
That they've received it.
Mm-hmm. Just so we
I would
have
say so.
a record.
Yeah.
And is that program still in effect?
We have put it on pause because we were worried about budget issues, but nobody was interested in, because everybody was hired where they were comfortable. So nobody's requested a scholarship. However, we did put it on hold because we were dealing with budgets. Okay.
And then for the other one who's no longer employed,
I think that one you can send a, because they're not employed and not held up the conditions that were listed in that. Yeah, I think you can send a letter of,
requesting the
yeah,
payment along with the
a response on,
whatever he signed.
A demand letter.
yeah, basically 30 days to, I mean, and we can work, I don't have a problem working out a payment plan by any means, but we need a response of, okay, what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Give them 30 days to respond to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
And can we craft that letter or do we have our attorneys craft those letters?
I think we can.
Pretty straightforward, right?
I mean, you could have the attorney do it, but I mean,
We don't need to.
my thought is we're gonna do it and then I guess, and then we're gonna hand it over to the attorney. We've already given them 3 notices.
Yeah.
For payment. And if we don't hear from them,
Can help.
if they don't pay or they don't
I'm
arrange,
good with that.
Okay. Anything else on the scholarship? Okay, community involvement.
So I just wanted to thank everybody that helped out on a couple different things that we had going on. So we had Fire Prevention Week, that we had a firefighter and EMT go over to the elementary school and go in front of those students, and they were just thrilled about that. We had the middle school come up here for the 5th and 6th graders and went on a tour. and the superintendent, Ann, said that that was great. They both, for the Athena School District, want to do it again next year. Helix, we also had the fire truck, and do we have an ambulance go there too?
Yes.
Up to the Helix School District. So super great opportunity for us. Once again, just getting in front of the community in a positive light. We had a chili dog feed. I think we had maybe 25, 30 people that attended that during last week as well. And then we also had people out the bonfire for homecoming week. Just there. So again, my whole thing, aligning with Dave, is community involvement. Getting a positive face out there wherever we can. I know we're at the football games and we're at these sports, but a lot of times they're not coming out of the vehicles. They're just sitting there and that sort of thing. So whatever we can do to get in front of the community, I think is super important. And like I shared with Dave, twofolds for me is the community involvement, but I want every young kid to have some sort of token from the local fire department in their hand and thinking about possibly a career, whether it's a medic, firefighter, forest fire, whatever. And if we're not raising them up at a young age, we're not doing our job, is the way I feel about it. So I'm super excited. Dave's a trooper as we're.
I can't say enough about Christine's energy. It was it was fabulous, and we had a blast talking to kids, and we probably had face to face with 5 or 6 other kids by the time this was all done. And we gave away all of our stuff. We gave away hats and pencils and color books and timers and house shaped measure tapes, and it was fun. It was fun. And that's what a fire department, fire or EMS services, that's what it's supposed to do. So that's why it was really enjoyable. It was fun.
Super fun. It'd be fun if we could do something for Halloween, get them up here. I don't know what that looks like, feels like, but we're open to ideas. The suggestion that Dave and I had come up with is maybe once a quarter we're doing something with the community, whether it's building a snowman and hot chocolate and firefighters, water balloons, water fight, watermelon, that sort of thing. So any ideas, any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. So
From the other end, I heard all about it when the kids all packed into my house with my grandkids and their friends, and
That's cool.
talking about the tall bald guy that kept staring at my granddaughter because he couldn't figure out who she was.
It might have been Randall.
Might have been.
Might have been Randall.
My granddaughter goes, "Oh, that's just Dave Beatty. He's the fire chief." Well, he keeps looking at you like he doesn't know who you are. She goes, "That's because he hasn't figured it out yet." So that was my granddaughter. So, but they had a blast and they chatted often. So
good.
yeah.
Something happened that I had never seen before. I think it was Max decided to turn on the engine, turn on the pump, and pull the booster line out and let the kids hold the hose and squirt some water. And I've got almost 4 decades of doing this. I have never seen that done, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Fun.
Okay.
That's 2.5 inches.
Why not the 2.5? You do.
RVH group for the audit. Just want to let you know, I did not read anything that was not out of the normal, so I went ahead and signed that. It's them doing it like they do every year. So just to have that on the record, it is signed, and Joanne's gonna get that mailed off. So
Did they give us extra copies? I know last year we had some copies for the board.
this wasn't
When it's finished.
when it's
Okay, when it's
finished.
finished. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
this was simply
That, okay, awesome.
this
Thank
is
you.
just to do it.
Yeah.
So, IGA fire to medic.
So yeah, this agreement's been on the board for a while. There's an amendment that was needed to be adopted, but we haven't done so. So unless unless the board wants to go, unless the medic board wants to go in good faith dispute with the fire board, my reasons are the circumstances that led to the union and staff choosing to activate a union. And those actions, and then we've had continued financial issues that have gone on. And so those are some of the reasons I don't know if I have the faith, but if I don't have any other board members that want to do that, then I'm fine with going ahead and confirming the agreement.
So do you want to discuss it more?
Nope,
Okay.
I'm fine with it. I've read through it. The amendments are fine, but I'm not happy with how things have gone.
Okay. Thoughts?
I'm fine with IGA.
Thoughts?
I don't even see the IGA. I just went through my email. I don't have it in my email.
Oh, it went out about 4 months ago. See if I can find it real quick.
So there should have been the revised one though.
I didn't bring all my paperwork today, so.
I think there was an amendment that needed to happen from a financial aspect of pulling money from the medic board and the fire board, if I remember Matt saying that, something like that. I think Matt wrote that amendment 6 months ago.
We didn't get it in there?
Never was approved that I see. So we're still operating on the old IGA.
Yeah,
Unless you have a signed one, the one I had, I didn't see that we ever approved. And there's no ending date on the IGA, it just continues.
the amendment was, we had to change a date, change the address of this, and that the board was going to hire the health administrator. Remember that amendment?
I thought we did that.
That's my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever voted to approve it.
I don't think we ever did. I think the last time we looked at it, it was tabled to have everybody look at the final that I sent out.
I don't think we did because I think we were gonna talk about it and then you were out last month. And so we tabled it.
It must have just been something you brought a hard copy of, Chris, because I don't see it in my email either. I mean,
I believe I have a copy, so.
I remember doing the table copies, but I thought I had emailed it also. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't bring my normal book.
You gotta remember the one that's the hard copies. Maybe.
Yeah, I had a hard copy.
If you'll pass that on to Joanne. Review for September. That's what I have for the IGA.
Okay. The latest one was signed on 5/16 of 24. I'm not finding my amendment to it.
Look somewhere around August, as it's in between my August board minutes.
How do I do this? Here, make it go back a bit more.
That's the one I have. See, here's the.
Mhm.
There's the 24 one.
This one, I don't show you ever
Mm-mm.
approved.
I don't think we did.
I just found the one I wanted. The addendum was number 12, principal place of business was changed to this one instead of the other. U for number 4, U for powers is amended as stated below, the additional powers still in effect, except as amended herein. The medic board hereby delegates to you for the power, duty, and responsibilities to maintain, operate, manage, and control all EMS activities, equipment, resources, and property of the medic, and to employ within the limits of budgetary capabilities the necessary personnel to do any and all other things necessary or desirable to provide continuous, effective, and economical EMS and emergency services to all persons and property within the ASA combined services area. That was all originally in there. However, the healthcare administrator will be hired by a committee, which will include at least 2 members of the medic board and the fire chief. That was the part we added. And then number 7, budget. The date of the submittal of the budget for the service shall be changed to May 1st in this paragraph. Those were the amendments.
But I don't see that we ever signed it.
No.
I don't believe we did.
Okay. So, forward. Do it again. Okay. All right, I have sent out copies to the medic board. Unless you screwed up. So you should get it.
She gets the credit, you get the blame. How's that work?
Sounds normal.
So do we agree to sign those amendments as read? No? Yes?
I don't have any problem with the amendments.
Okay. Feelings? Yes, no? Okay, yes, no?
I'm
So,
okay with.
do you have anything to add?
No.
Then I move we approve the IGA as amended.
Okay,
I'll second it.
so it's been motion to go ahead and sign the amendments as stated by Chris Williams, seconded by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 5-0. If somebody will print that off, I will sign it before I leave tonight.
And I think Matt needs to sign it too.
Well, he has to approve it through his board. Monthly equipment status, or did you want to do the IGA with the fire now?
That's what we just. No, oh, you mean,
Pendleton.
With Pendleton?
no, what?
Did I,
Well, I don't really see how we can enter a contract with Pendleton for that dollar value without putting it out for other proposals. If someone could enlighten me how we can do that.
okay,
But again, I'm not on the fire board, so the fire board has their own administration. But I don't think that, I think we should put this out for proposals within the state and region, not just to Pendleton.
okay,
And I have a problem with the legality of not doing that for that dollar value.
okay.
I don't see
So
why we
we
have
can-
to be a Pendleton shop, so.
So we can put that as a proposal to the fire and they can do it in their meeting. Okay. Monthly equipment status and monthly safety status.
I've got the reports here. Sorry. Got the reports. We've had two individuals express some interest on the safety committee, which I'm just overjoyed with. We're lucky that there has been no accidents, no weather. I think they're going really, really well safety wise. Really well. I'm so thankful for it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, Chief, my understanding is that you have to comply with OSHA regulations, you have to do one of two things. Either you have to call every employee to a safety meeting held monthly, or you can have a safety committee with representatives of the crew, right?
Correct.
And we are currently not doing either one.
We don't have anybody who wants to participate.
Well, what is that? Can't you appoint people to it? As their supervisor, can't you say, hey, it's your turn to be on the safety committee?
I'll look at that. I have not appointed anybody to it, and I didn't realize that I could.
Well, I'm just saying we're out of compliance with OSHA. We got to do something, right?
Correct.
So either we got to call everybody back on overtime to have a full-blown safety meeting, or we got to call 3 people back, let's say, to form a safety committee.
Correct.
So I think that that's something that would require urgent attention because we're in non-compliance right now.
Yes.
Is it possible, each shift can have safety meetings and that compliance and it's mandatory 10 minutes? That'll keep us in compliance.
I can find that out.
I'm sorry, it seems like a decent solution. Because then we don't have to congregate everybody. Just have to push it and then the combination with a little bit.
But if an incident happened on a particular shift, they can't investigate it.
No, but administration can.
Yeah, well, we'd probably want to check out with our local, in Pendleton, there's a OSHA consultant,
Mhm.
and I'd just give that office a call, and that'd be my recommendation anyway.
Let's make sure that gets on the agenda for next month. So we can get an update.
They're across the hall.
You.
Okay, anything else on the safety status? Or equipment status? Okay. IGA with Pendleton, I think we've kind of hit that one. Or is there anything else?
I have a question about that, and I'm not for or against or anything, but does it matter that it's another government agency too versus going out for the public? It's a completely different thing. If it's government agency goes out to the public, they would have to spread it around, and I don't know. I know some stuff at the ESD is pre-vetted, and so we don't have to go out and get more, do all that stuff. I have no idea. Just some question to ask. That being said, I'm not for or against it. Question.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it up, Ray, because that never even crossed my mind, before. And I think it's definitely a valid point, especially for the investment that, we're looking at.
I've, in all my years of public service, I never would have awarded something like that with that dollar value without writing an request for a proposal. And I understand why we're not doing those.
Is there anybody else that can offer the same expertise?
How do we know? There's private. I wrote a proposal to the Board of Commissioners of Umatilla County, where I did a study of the medic at the time. And really, there was private companies that were willing to come in if they had a large enough area. And I'll say that on the record, I'm in favor of private ambulance service as opposed to how we're doing things with the districts.
Okay. Gives us something to think about for sure. Health Administrators Report.
Questions yet?
I saw something. I don't remember where I saw it. Something about the water fountain.
They got taken out.
Okay. I was looking, but I couldn't remember, but
Jeremy came and ripped it out.
it's gone. Okay.
I don't know, ripped, it was gone.
Just a center, I didn't think.
As long as it's done. Okay. Okay. Any other questions or thoughts on the Health Administrator Report? Did this get scratched? Yes.
Okay.
That was on the one that he didn't send out to anybody. And he was gonna table it anyways.
Okay.
Okay. Business from the board.
No.
Okay,
I'll bring my items at the next meeting.
okay.
Right, so.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Chris and Chris? All in favor?
Alright.
Aye.